Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to just be working on painting a few fenders this morning on this is for like an 08 to 18 Dodge 2500. So I'm just going to scuff them down and paint them, and this is going to be a tri-coat paint. So we're going to have to do well, I have to do actually more coats because I only have right now I only have a green sealer. So I'm going to do a green sealer, white base coat over top of that, and then do the bottom base coat red and the top base coat red. So it's going to be probably like 12 coats by the time I get this done here. But anyways, I'm just gonna throw these in the paint booth here and get them scuffed down and ready for some primer. And there's no dents or anything, so I went just looked at them. They're pretty good, so should only have to scuff them down and get painted on them. Alrighty, so first off, I'm gonna hit with a little bit of wax and grease remover here and get everything nice and clean, and then we can scuff it down. Alrighty, so now we just hit it with a red Scotch Brite and just go over the whole entire thing. Make sure your edge is real nice and good, so everything's nice and dull, and then we'll be able to blow it off and final wipe it. Alrighty, so for the final wipe, I'm just going to use some glass cleaner here, and apparently this works pretty good, and you can just spray it on. You got to make sure you get like some good stuff, but I was talking to an auto body tech, and he's been like 30 years experience, and he says he just uses glass cleaner, so we'll give that a try. And I tried a little bit right here, and I mean, it looks pretty darn clean, so we'll give that a go, and then we'll still have to tack wipe it, and then we'll be ready for the sealer. Alright, so I got my primer mixed up here, and I'm just going to hit these fenders with the tack cloth, and then we should be ready to spray the sealer down. Alrighty, so I got my sealer laid down here, and I just did 2 coats, and then I did let it flash off for about 20 minutes here. So I'm gonna just spray a white base coat on top here, because since I don't have any gray or white sealer, I'll just put this I don't know, just a white Chrysler base coat. We'll spray that down there first, let that flash off, and then we can do the red on top of that. And since it wants you to spray over a gray or a white, I gotta do that, or else it'll look kind of funky over top of this green here, right? So, and then also wet the floor down to keep the dust down. Since it's a through flow paint booth, I find that if you wet the floor down after you do your sealer, you're not gonna get any rust, first of all, because it's gonna be all sealed up, and then it keeps the paint booth really, really clean, and you can get a really nice clean paint job without having to have too fancy of a paint booth. But it'd be really nice to get a downdraft paint booth one day, but you know, maybe it's the future. This is just a homemade paint booth, and been working pretty good, but you know, one day hopefully when I build a new shop I can upgrade to a downdraft, so that'd be pretty awesome. But anyways, let's do this base coat and do probably 2 coats, and then we can get on to that. Alrighty, so now they got the base coat laid down here. I'm gonna hit it with this foam backed just scuff pad here, and as you can see, they're pretty darn clean, but it does have a little bit of a nibs in it, so this will pretty much just take it all out. So it really cleans it up and just makes the paint job just look that much better. Since we're gonna do so many coats too, since we're gonna be doing 3 more coats of the base coat red, 3 more coats of the top coat red, and then 3 coats of clear. So we still have a lot of coats to do, and you know, if you have a little nip here, it's just gonna show. Look at that one. I might get a block actually to get that one out of there, because you can, it's kind of raised, but you know, you're gonna have this one, but you're gonna put more and more layers over top of it, and you're just gonna see it even worse the farther you go, right? So you're gonna want to fix it now, but just try to go the same direction over the whole entire panels, and yeah, this will really help your base coat. And also I added a 10% hardener into this, so it sands down very nice, and it actually sprays better too with the hardener in it. So I'm just gonna go over all these panels and fix a couple little spots in here, and then we can lay down that other base coat. I might do another base coat of white just to have like that nice no scratches, and then we'll do the red over top. I think is what I'm gonna do actually. So we'll get that cleaned up here, and yeah, hit down another coat of red and slap down some clear. Alrighty, so for this I got a pretty big nib in here. I don't know, it looks like a little bit of a chunk, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of water, just distilled water or just some from a water bottle, and then use this block here, and we'll just sand it right out. If you use a little bit of water, it sands quite a bit better. So alrighty, so I pretty much went over the whole thing with the 600 with the wet here, and you can see these are the little spots where I think they're actually little chunks that are in my primer there. So sanded them all out, sanded this couple little spots out, and kind of went over the whole entire thing, and then I hit it with the foam back again after that. And same with this one. This one wasn't quite as bad, but just did have a couple little chunks because I didn't have any filters, so I didn't filter my primer, so that's probably why I had so many chunks in there. So got that all fixed, but yeah, definitely filter your primers. So anyways, now we got that fixed. I'm gonna throw one more coat of white over there, and then start spraying the red again. Alright, so now this is after just one more coat of that white, and it's just looking awesome. So no more nibs, nothing in the paint there, and pretty much ready for that cherry red now. So you're probably just, if you're doing a base coat, you're probably just gonna do one step, but this is gonna be a 2-step. So this is step 1, and this is the Jeep cherry red, and then we'll have to do the step 2, and this is the kind of like the metallics of it, right? So I'll pop these open, you can see what they look like. So this is your step 1, and here I'll pour a little bit into here and see what it looks like. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. And then this will be your step 2. Yeah, and this is, yeah, we'll grab a light here, but it looks pretty awesome. This is kind of like your metallic, eh? So, but we'll close that up for now because we just need a little bit of the first stuff. Alrighty, so we'll spray this out. Probably do 2 to 3 coats, and I'll do 2 coats, and then we can see how it looks. Alright, so this is 2 coats on here, and actually this is way darker than I thought. So, but it's looking pretty awesome. As you can see here, not much for nibs. There's one little nib here in the paint, as you can see, but I'm just gonna hit that quick since it's pretty much dry, and then I'll do one more coat. I think it needs one more coat of this this red, and then that should be good. But I'll just hit any spots that have any nibs, and then yeah, that should be good for this. But hopefully it brightens up because this is crazy dark. But as you've seen in the little bit earlier there, the top coat is really light, right? So it should pop once we put that on there. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna hit these couple little nibs here. Just they're not very big, but just you might see them once we do the other, or the clear coat, right? So just want to make sure it's nice and clean. It's worth the extra little bit of work here. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. And I'll do one more coat, and then I'm gonna get my sunlight out and kind of go over, make sure I got no spots that I missed, and then yeah, just the 2 more top. The 2 coats after this, or the 3 coats of the other top coat goes pretty easy since it's just like the metallic and stuff. So alrighty, so the step 1 is all done here, and it's looking pretty good. So I'm ready for the step 2, and this is hopefully it'll brighten it up a little bit more. So I'll just put it in here, probably put like 100 grams or 200 grams. So yeah, see, that's much lighter. It's kind of more the color I was thinking it was going to be, but it's kind of hard to tell with these two-stage paints, right? So the bottom one's usually darker, and then the top one's kind of like sometimes they're even like clear top coats and just got metallic in it and stuff, right? So it just depends on the color. Alrighty, so I got the float coat down here, and this is 3 coats of the top coat, or step 2 I guess you'd call it. So it's pretty much flashed off here, and I am ready to spray the clear coat. So we'll do 3 coats of clear, and these will be wrapped up, and I'll show you with the sunlight with these, like, and so the reason I do with the sunlight with the lights off is because you can see the metallic flakes flow better. Plus you can also see if you have any spots in the base coat that you've missed, like on the edges and all that stuff, so it really pops out. But I'll show you with the sunlight. You can really see it. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but maybe right there you can see all the metallics. So once you spray this, especially once you turn the lights off, you can really see it. But once we spray the clear coat, it's really going to make it pop, and it'll more look like that, a little bit brighter of a red there. So we'll spray some clear coat down. I'm just going to tack it on. Coats of clear laid down here, and it's looking pretty awesome. So I'll show you, I'll put the sunlight on here and show you what it looks like. They look pretty dark. It's not very bright in here. I need to redo my plastic on the paint booth here, but this is it once I put a little light on it. But man, it looks so awesome. I love this color. Kind of a pain though, because you gotta do so many coats, but it is a very nice color. Look at the metallics in that thing. So, and we got a pretty clean paint job for in a homemade paint booth here, so pretty wicked. So yeah, on these ones I'm gonna leave let them dry overnight. This stuff dries pretty fast. I might actually move it over, and I could stick it over in under the heat on the other side of the shop here. But it's still like 25 degrees out right now, so should dry pretty fast. But pretty much just give it a night, and then yeah, it should be ready to install. I'm not even gonna put these on. They're just for a buddy's truck, so he's gonna put them on, do everything. But I'm just getting them painted up for him. So, but anyways, that's gonna be a wrap for this video today. And if you found this video entertaining or it helped you paint your fenders, hit that like and subscribe. It helps out the channel and helps me grow and make some more better content for you guys. So I'm gonna have lots of awesome content coming here. I got some bales that are getting really close. The Camaro's almost done. The Blazer's getting really close, and got some pretty good news about the Corvette here, so we can get that fixed up too. And a little bit more work gonna be getting done on that 71 C10. So yeah, tune in for the next one, and thanks for watching for today, and we'll catch you later. Peace.